So hi everyone, this is day 4 of SQL series. In this video we are going to learn about built-in functions in SQL. So first of all, there is 4 types of built-in function. One is string function and another one is numeric function and date and time function, aggregate function. These are the 4 types built-in function in SQL. So these built-in function will differ to software. That is, in DBMS software, we are many software like MySQL, Oracle, right? So for Oracle, the built-in function would be differ. For MySQL, it would differ. So based on your preference and based on your choice of software, you must have to learn this built-in function. So I'm using like in a future video, I'm going to be practicing MySQL so that I will be teaching about you in MySQL software built-in function. So first one we are going to learn about is like string function. So this string function, we have many function in like built-in function. We may make use to like perform some operations on the particular column or the table. So first of all, we must have to learn about like upper function, like upper function. The purpose of this upper function is to make all the characters, that is make all the characters to be in uppercase letter. For example, if I select like select select here, I mention my name Surya. If I run this query, what it would differ, if I run this query, it will be in what I mentioned. This is a string characters. Here I'm giving like a SURYA. If I giving like this, sorry, it would be in small characteristics. In order to make everything would be in uppercase, we are using the upper function. If I give upper function to this particular string, everything it would be need to be like everything need to be in uppercase letter. Instead of I giving this uppercase letter, here I everything would be in capital SURYA. If I mention here, instead of upper, if I give lower, it will display the everything it be converted into an lowercase letter, that is SURYA. So next we are going to learn about like INSTR keyword. Till now we are learn about uppercase and lowercase is just a function, like how we give a count function. As in before video we are seeing like count function, the same like functions. It will useful to filter the records by using of this and making the records more comfortable. And next we are going to learn about like INSTR. What is INSTR? We must have to learn now. So for example, if I hear the name is Surya, in order to like find the position of some character, like if I want to position of yes R, so in this character, what is the position of R? By so for this reason, we are using INSTR in order to find the position of the particular character. If I use INSTR, INSTR, and I give the which character name, which character position I need to want to find. If for example, if I want to find rth position, if I run this query, it will return the third. If here I give the y, means it will return 4. So based on the character which we given, it will find the position. That is the use of INSTR. Next, what is the use of length function and the purpose of length function? We all must know this. In order to find the length of the particular string, we are using this length function. If I give like, I have to give another name like Surya SAGA EVAN, Surya Sagadevan. So here I want to find the length of the particular string. If I use this length function, it will print the length of the particular string. The use of length function is to find the length. And next we are going to learn this, what is concatenation function. That is concatenation. This is also every learner should learn, like because we have seen this function at many programming languages. So use of this concatenation function is, as it before, we divide this into like Surya comma space, if I mention a space, and comma Sagadevan. If I giving like this should be in two different column. If you like if you want to use this function to the particular column, if you have two different columns, one is first name column and another is second name column. In order to join these two names, like we are using this concatenation function. If I give concat of Surya comma Sakadevan, means it will many, if you want to give many characters also, if you want to give many strings also, comma comma, you have to add on those characters. If I run this query, it will return the concatenation of the results, like they have to concatenation of both the three string. If I here we have give the space, so if I again run this, it will print the space also. So this is how this concatenation will work. And next we are going to learn about the trim function. This is till now we have learned concatenation and we have learned about trim function. What is the use of trim function? So for example, here we have the in order to find the length of the character. For example, if I want to find the length of the Sagadevan, for example, if I find the length length, if I run this, length should be 9. If I give some spaces here, if I give some spaces here also, if the length of the string would be differ, because the for length it also calculate the space also, the space whichever the space which we are given, it will consider the space also. So the length would be comparatively high. So for filtering or some records, in order to manipulating by using of length function, we are having some errors, because here we have the space. Here it doesn't not only calculate the character, it's also calculate the length of the particular string. So in order to remove the spaces at the particular column, we are using the trim function. This trim function will remove the spaces and print only the characters, only the string. If I run this, it will print only the other one. Now we are using this length function. If we use the length function, it will result the correct character, like it will print the correct, sorry, I have some mistake here, len g, have to mix the g. So if I run this character, it will print the length of the particular string, that is 9. So 9. So this is how the trim function. So now till now we have learned about what are the string function. In actually, if you want to search many functions, that is available in Google. Like we have to search like how we these function string functions in MySQL. If you search like this, it will have displays many functions in string also. Next we are going to learn about in numeric function. Numeric function. For that I will remove this and give the click numeric function. Numeric function. So in numeric function we have multiple statements, like how the string functions have. The first function is absolute function, that is ABS. What is the purpose of this ABS function? So if I remove everything, so here I have to give star, because I'm using the command line arguments. If I use star, means it will be commented, it will not be considered as a query. What is the use of purpose of ABS? For example, here I am having some, like I have to select, have to having some value of like -9. If I give like this, it will print the same results like -9. So here I don't want minus symbol. Even if I give minus also, it will be very positive. The use of this ABS absolutely, even it has some minus integer value, it will make them as a positive. So if I give ABS function to this -9, it will display the positive results. This is the use of this. ABS function. Even if I give the positive number, it will display as the same, because the it will make every negative number into the positive number. That is the use of this ABS function. So next, what is mod function? What is the purpose of the mod function? So for here we have written like mod function. If I give mod and comma, if I give, because the mod function will have the two numbers, only we can predict the mod function value. If I give 3 means the mod of 3. For example, if I have 9 divided by 3 is equal to 0, it will return the mod function, it will return the remainder. That is the mod function. If I give like 5 divided by 2 means is equal to, the remainder should be 1, because 2 2s are 4, the remainder would be 1. So this would be the mod function value. The remainder must be the mod function value. This is how the function will work. If I give 9 comma 3 means it will return the 0, because there is no remainder. If here I have mentioned this is 4 means the remainder must be 1. So that is how the mod function will work. So next we go greatest number. What is greatest? G-R-E-A-S-T, greatest. G-R-E-A-T-E-S-T, greatest. So in order to find the greatest value, like for example, if I having the function having 65, 3, 5, 88, 92, 102, there are like many values. In order to find the greatest value of all things, we are using this greatest function, gr greatest of function. If I run this query, it will print the greatest value. That is the use of this greatest function. So if you having the table column, like columns having multiple values, like price of the particular product, you have many records. In order to find the greatest price of overall the table, we need to find this function. We need to use this function to find the greatest of many values. In order to opposite to this, we need to find the least value. Give least, least. If I run this query, it will find the least number in the particular column or the numbers. So till now we have learn about least. So next we're going to learn about what is truncate. That is, what is truncate? What is truncate? Here I mention truncate. What is the use of this function? So for example, the purpose of truncate statement is to, after the decimal point, we need to precision value, how much precision value must be comes after the decimal point. For example, if I having the 85.9565, so here we have, after the decimal point, we have four values. So if I run this query, it will give the same results as we given. So here we have like truncate. If I give truncate function and have to specify the precision after the decimal point. If I give here 2, it will print after 85.94 only, because after the decimal point we are giving 2. It will only print the 2 values after the decimal point. If I run this query, it will print only 85.94. If I here I give 0 means it will doesn't print the decimal point after that value. For example, it will give only the 85. So that is a use of to make the precision better. After the decimal point, we are using this truncate function. So next we are going to learn a numeric function. We have the power function. So power function, and what is the use of the power function? So we almost know the use of power function is, if you have the 2 means the square root of 2, like the power of 2 is 2 power 2. We have to specify like the power of 2 power 2 is equal to 4. So it would be the power value. It is a basic max, we all must know. So here I have specified the power function of 2 comma 2 is to be 4. If I give 2 power 3 means it must be 8. So this is the use of power function in order to calculate the power value for the particular column or the for the specific column. We are using this power function. So next we are going to learn about what is square root. After power function we must have the sqrt. Here we have the square root, that is nothing but, if you want like square root of 2 is, square root of 2 must be 1.414 something. So in order to use this square root function we are using sqrt. This means square root function. In this square root function, if you give like what is the square root of 2, it will print the 1.414. If we give 4, what is the square root of 4? We must all know that must be 2. So this is how the square root function works. So here you have the bracket. So this is how the square root function will work. So next we going to learn not only this is how the numeric function in you, if you have searched in Google, there are many built-in functions like a numeric function. There are many huge amount of built-in functions are available in the MySQL and the SQL portal. So you must have to search many things, and based on your requirement you can use this function. So I'm just have to example for example things. I have just taken some important thing. We are using power function, mod function, like we are using that prominently, right? So that function I will be using this. In order to make more function, if you want to know about more function, you have to search it in Google. And next we are going to that is these and all comes under numeric function. Next we are going to learn about date and time function, that is date and time function. Date and time function. So date and time function, for example, if I specify 2024 hyphen month is 4th month hyphen 17 date. So in order to find the specific date and time, in order to find the date or time, this is the year of this is the month, and this is the particular day. In order to find the date and particular time, we are using this date and date and time function. For example, in order to find the current date, we are using like we are using this function like current, current, current underscore date. If I use this function, it will display the current date. If I run this query, it will display the current date. In order to find, this is the current date function. This current date function must be useful for finding the current date. So now we are going to find. So this is the same thing. If I give the current date also, it will. If I give current date, it will give the same results as it before. So next we are going for the find the current time. So what's the current time now? Current underscore time. So if I run this query, if I run this function, it will display the current time. If I run this query, it will display the current time, that is 6:31. So as it's the server creates how it is not the current time of now the current time is 12:01, but it will result something like 6:31. How why this? Because is the SQL, now I'm working the one compiler, the SQL online compiler. That online compiler server must be having this time, so that's why the time will be differ. So next on this, if I give current time also, it will give the same results. So next we going to learn about what is, if I want to display both date and time, we are using this. You want to now function. If I give now function, it will display both date and time. As the same, the sys date also, this is this also could be the same results. It will be the same results. So here I have to take this and put it inside the date and time function. Date and time function. So this is how the date and function, and many things we need to learn about how to filter by means of this date and time function. Here the year is 2024 and the month is like 4 and the year is May, then the day is like 3. If I mention like this, in order to find the year of the particular year of the given date is if I here I have to year function year. If I give the year function, it will display the particular year only. So it will useful to filter the records in the particular column. Means so by using of this year, if you want to filter by using of year, this year function will work. If I specify here month, means it will display the month of the particular date. If I specify day, means it will display the day of the particular date. So I want the month name, because here doesn't have the any names or any. Yeah, here is here. In order to find the month name, means we are using MON, which month name. If I specify this function, it will display the name of the month. If I display the which day it should be, I'm using day name. If I specify day name, it will display the day of the particular date. So this is how the date and time function fully covered. So in order to learn many things, you just search it in Google. So the last function you must have to learn is what is aggregate function. Aggregate function. In aggregate function is common for, till now we are studied for the particular records or particular column, but here the aggregate function means it will be filtering based on throughout all the records. Based on all the records, we just have to filter the particular value. In aggregate function, we have the min function. The use of this min function is the same thing we have the seen from the least and the greatest, right? It also works as the same. If I having the many values in the record, for example, if I having min of many values 23, 77, 82, here the M is sorry, M is come. So here I have the 33, 22 and 1 and 0. In order to find the least value, that is minimum value, use the min function. This is the aggregate function. If I run this, I have some error. So some error. So in min function, it will work the minimum value of the, it comes some error. So I don't know why it's coming. So this min function will work on, if having the particular column, you have many records. In order to find the minimum of the whole record, we are using the min function. In order to find the maximum value, for example, for the table having the maximum value of the total column, particular column, means it will find the maximum value of the particular column. That is how the max function will work. This is the max function will work. Next we have the sum function. Sum function will works like the total sum of the particular column. Total sum of the particular column, we are using the sum function. Next we are having the count function. We already know that we have seen already in the before videos. We have seen the count function. This count function will work at how many records in the particular table. By using of this, we can find the how many records in a particular column or a particular table. This is how the aggregate function. These aggregate functions are not working in the compiler, so I didn't. I just explain it. You're making use of this these functions, and you can run it your MySQL server. It will work definitely. So if you have any doubts, you have to comment in the comment section, and I need to improve anything. you must also comment in the comment section. So thank you guys. So I must have to remember all these things in a short quick manner. So first of all, we learned about string function, that is upper function is used to convert the lowercase into uppercase, and the lower function is used to convert the lowercase letters into the uppercase, and instr is to find the particular location of the given character, particular position of the given character. And length, the length of function is useful for finding the length of the function. Next, concatenation function is to combine the two independent string into the combined one. We are using concatenation. The stream function is used to like remove the leading and um, trailing spaces, that is leading and the trailing spaces. It is useful to remove the leading and trailing spaces. Next, numeric function. In coming to numeric function, there are absolute function. This absolute function will make the negative value into the positive one, and modulus values to give the remainder of the particular two number. And the greatest, function will give the greatest value of all the number. And the least value will give the least, like as the min function how it works. Truncate will do the, what is the use of truncate function? This truncate function will have the particular precision value. In order to make the precision value, we use the truncate function to reduce the precision value or by means of how it's come. And power function will display the power of the particular number. The square root functions also displays the square root of the particular number. Next, we are going to learn about the see about date and time function. Date and time function, we have to find the current date or current time, and current time, current date. These also having the same function. It will display the current date and current time. And this date will work how it works. It will works like it will find date as well as time. Now is also the function. I will have to forget it. Now is also works as the same. Now we'll have to print the date and time. Next, we are coming under aggregate function. So in aggregate function, we have min function, max function, sum function, count function. All these functions will have perform at the particular throughout all the, it will based on all the records, it will print the min value or maximum value. In order to print some value, it will print the sum of all the column records, and count of how many records that is available in the particular column or the table. And another one I forgot, it is average function. This average function will works like average of all the records. This is how this video. So I hope you have enjoyed this throughout this video. So if you want to know, if you want to improve something, you just have to comment it. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the guys who was watching this video. And in day 4 and in day 5, we are having the very exciting things, like we have to, after day 5 we have installed it MySQL in our laptop, so it will be very useful. And after installing of MySQL, you must have to search in like other YouTube's videos how to install MySQL in our laptop. And after installation of MySQL, I just have to give a how to create a table and how to create a database and everything, and any like joins and many stuffs. Keep on supporting our channel and keep on following up. You have to learn everything in clear and simple way.